Okay, so welcome. And today's theme is listening to your body. And we'll be listening to our body closely and carefully, and then doing a long meditation at the end of our practice about the messages from our body. So let's start by sitting nice and tall, wherever you're seated. Lift the shoulders up, roll the shoulders back, release them down, and then invite the eyelids to close. And take a long, easy breath and exhale. Big letting go of any tension you may have brought with you, letting go of any worries, any concerns, just allowing them to be let go for the next hour or so while we move through our yoga practice. And then noticing the distant sounds, noting the sounds from beyond the room, noting the sounds from within the room, noting the sensations of the breath entering the nostrils. And listening to the sound. Is there a sound of the breath entering the nostrils? Just be present to that internal sound. And as you follow the breath inside, noticing the sensations, noticing how your body feels today. What is your general state of being? And noting the effects of the weather, the effects of the stress in your life, the effects of what you've taken into your body. And then noticing your emotional state, just being present to the emotion or emotions that are up for you today, just honoring them all. And then noticing where the mind is. Is the mind distracted by issues in life or issues in the world? And as you note your state of being, noting what it is you'd like to receive from your yoga practice today, and set an intention for our time together. And then with awareness on that intention, taking the sound of the bell, following it to the end. Good, and then inhale, lift up through the crown of the head. And exhale, bring the chin to the chest. And let's just pause here. Relax the shoulders down. Breathe into the muscles on either side of the neck. And notice as you breathe and relax, the muscles stretch. Just invite that gentle stretching. And then slowly roll the head to the right, just so the right ear comes up to the right shoulder. And then reach the right arm out to the side. Reach the hand over to your left ear, and then draw a little circle on the wall with the right elbow. And then allow that circling to come to stillness. Release the hand, lift the head back to neutral, and then switch sides. Tilt the left ear to the left shoulder. Reach that left arm out, hand over to the right ear, and draw a little circle on the wall with the left elbow. Good, and then release the hands. Slowly lift the head back to neutral. And then lift the shoulders up to the ears. Tilt the chin up and open and close the jaw. Feel the stretch in the front of the neck. Good, and then release the chin back down. Relax the shoulders down. And then draw a little figure 8 with the nose. And reverse direction. And then let that motion come to stillness. And now reach the arms out in front of you and just wiggle the fingers. Good, and then interlace the hands and then draw little circles with the wrists. And then reach the arms out in front of you, stretching the arms away, and then raise the hands overhead. Nice long, easy breath. Lift up. Nice full breath into the torso. And then slowly bring the hands behind the head, lifting the chin up, elbows wide. Take a nice full breath. And then slide the hands onto the shoulders and draw little circles with the elbows. And then reverse direction. Good, and then release the hands down, bringing one hand to the opposite knee and the other hand behind you. And then inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. And then return back to center, opposite side. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. Good, and then return back to center. And now let's lean back. Let's see, lean back into the support of the hands. Slide back here. Palms behind you, lift the torso up, and then just gently shift the torso side to side, feeling a stretch up either side of the spine. And then come on back to the right elbow, swing the left arm up, look up with the raised left hand and take a nice full breath up the left side of the body. Exhale, soften. Good, and then release and switch sides. Come on to the left elbow, right arm up, inhale, reach, exhale, soften. Good, and then lifting the torso up, Bring the hands to the knees and then circle the torso around. And then reverse direction. Good, let that motion come to stillness. And now let's uncross the legs and bring the feet together and the knees together. Hands underneath the thighs. Lift the torso up, press the chest against the thighs, and then slowly slide the heels away from you. So we're coming into a forward fold. Find your edge here. So the edge is where any more would be too much, any less is not quite enough. So you feel it in the hamstrings, maybe the calves or lower back. But find your edge and then stay there. Just pause. Send breath right to that area and invite it to soften as you exhale. And then maybe you can go a little farther as you soften into the edge. Relax the shoulders. Lift the torso. And then just see, maybe you can extend the posture a little deeper through relaxation and breath. Good, and then lift the torso up, bring the hands behind you, and now slide the feet a little wider than hips width. And roll the knees side to side. So exhale to the side, inhale to center, exhale other side, and just slowly move side to side, exhaling to the side, inhale to center, and exhale other side. Good, and then exhale, legs to your left, and slide the feet apart so the legs aren't on top of each other. And then bring the hands to either side of your left knee. And then inhale, lengthen the torso up. Exhale, stretch the torso over the thigh. Lift the back leg up and hold. Good, and then release that back leg down, lift up through the torso. And again, exhale, lengthen the torso forward and down. Lift that back leg up. Good, and then release the knee down. And now walk the hands to your left, bringing the palms outside the left thigh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, look back over the left shoulder. Good, and then walk the hands back around, bringing the left hand outside the left knee in line with the ankle, knee, palms, and fingertips. And then with the right arm, draw big figure eights. Good, and then release the hand behind you, and as you inhale, swing up, exhale down, inhale, swing up, exhale down, just moving with the breath. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower, lift, and lower. Good, and now lift and hold, and then stretch that right leg out. Good. So now we're in Ardha Mandalasana, half circle pose. You can stretch that arm over the head, look up, feel a nice long line of energy down the right side of the body. Good, and then release back to seated position. Slide that right foot around. And then wiggle the knees up and down, shoulders back and forth, and note the difference between the right and left sides. Noting if the right side feels a little freer. So same thing other side. Let's bring the knees now over to the right. And bring the hands to either side of your right knee. So inhale, lift the torso up. Exhale, lengthen forward and down. Lift that back leg up. And then release the knee down, stretch the torso up. And again, exhale, lengthen the torso forward and down, lift that back leg up and hold. Good, and then release that knee down. And now walk the hands to the right, palms outside the right thigh. Inhale, lift, exhale, look back over the shoulder. Good, and then walk the hands back around and bring that right hand outside the right knee, in line with the ankle, knee, palms and fingertips. And then with the left arm, draw big figure eights. Good, and then release the hand behind you. And as you inhale, swing up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Just moving with the breath. Lift up and lower down. Up, down. And then lift up and hold. And then stretch that opposite leg out. Good, look up. Reach the arms overhead and then lengthen. Nice long line of energy down the left side of the body. Good, and release back to seated position. Slide that left foot around. Good, and then check in with yourself. See if you feel a little bit more evenly balanced between the right and left sides. All right, so let's move into table pose for our spinal warm-up. So coming onto the hands and knees. Bringing the wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. And then let's circle the torso around. And reverse direction. Good, come back to stillness, spine in neutral, and then taking a breath, and as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, arch the back, chin to chest, and then inhale, lower the belly down, lift the tailbone up, lift up through the crown of the head into dog tilt. Again, exhale, arch the back into cat tilt, inhale into dog tilt. Good, and then return back to neutral. Draw in a breath and exhale. Bring the right ear to the right hip. Inhale to center. Exhale, left ear to the left hip. Inhale to center. Just slowly move with the breath. Exhale to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Good, and then back to neutral. Let's step the knees together. And then inhale, right knee directly out to the right, and exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Lift and lower. And then lift and hold, and now circle the right knee. Good, and then release that knee down. And same thing other side. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Lift and lower. And then lift and hold and draw a little circle on the wall with the left knee. Good, and then release that knee down. And now let's take your blocks. Hopefully you both have blocks handy, and place them right underneath the hands in table pose. And now step the right foot in between the blocks. Make sure the knee is directly over the ankle. And then lean forward. So lift the torso up, come into a, just bring the torso forward. And then come back, bring the nose towards the knees. And let's do that a few more times. So lift the torso up, lean forward, and then straighten the leg, nose to knee, come back. And you'll notice, sensation in the back of the legs, listening to the body. Good, and now come back to torso in the forward position, chin up, and then tuck the back toes under, and let's lift that back knee off the mat, coming into a lunge here. So let's try bringing the blocks to a little higher position. So that'll lift the torso up a little bit higher. And then maybe let's try placing the hands on the knees, lifting the torso up even higher. Good, and then place the hands back on the blocks, and then straighten that front knee. Again, lower the nose towards the knee, and bend the elbow slightly. Feel the deep stretch in the back of the legs. And then bend that front knee, lower the back knee back to the earth. And let's bring that right foot back to table pose. Good, so same thing other side. So start with the blocks in a low height. Bring the left foot in between the blocks, knee directly over the ankle. And then bring the hips forward, torso lifted. And then straighten that front knee. Bring the nose towards the knee. And then just pivot back and forth, lifting the torso up and bringing the nose to the knee. And then let's hold in the forward position. And then hold, straightening the leg, bringing the nose to the knee. Good, and then once again, shift the torso forward, and let's bring the blocks to a little bit higher position. And then tuck the back toes under, lift that back knee up, making sure the front knee is directly over the ankle. And then straighten that front leg, bringing the nose towards the knee. And then once again, bend that front knee. Keep that back leg lifted. And then a little more challenge, bring the hands to the knee, front knee. Good, and then release the hands back to the blocks, lower the back knee down, and then bring that left knee back to meet the right. Good, let's move the blocks off to the side. And then from table pose, slide the right knee in between the hands, slide the left leg back, and let's reach the torso forward and down into extended pigeon pose. So release the forehead to the earth. Take a nice long deep breath into the right hip, and as you exhale, let it soften. Good, and then release the hands back to either side of the right knee. Slide that right knee back. And then same thing other side. So slide the left knee forward, stretch the right leg back, and then slide the arms away from you as you reach the forehead down. And settle in here. So find your pigeon pose. Long, easy breath, and as you exhale, just letting go of tension in the hips, lower back, wherever you're feeling tension. Letting go of resistance in your body, just as you let go of resistance in your life. And then release, walking the hands back to either side of the left knee, and then slide that left knee back to table pose. And then let's lift the torso up and find your way up to a standing position. Good, so as you stand, just feel the effects of our floor work. And now let's lift all the toes off the mat. And then press just the big toes down. Good, lift the big toes up, and then just press the little toes down. Good, lift the little toes up, and now press the big toes and the little toes down. Good, and then lift everything up, and now lower one at a time from the outer to the inner. Good, and then relax, and just gently sway back and forth between the balls and heels. So exhale as you rock forward, inhale as you rock back, exhale forward, and inhale back, and then press away with the palms, inhale back. Good, and then release the arms down. And now let's flick away with the hands, flick the fingers, in and out, in and out. And then raise the arms out in front of you, keep flicking with those fingers. And then bring the arms out to the sides. And then bring the arms to center and reach the arms overhead. Keep flicking the fingers. And then lower the arms back to center, up to the sides, back to center, and then lower the hands down. Good, and then shake the hands. Good, and now feel the awakened energy in the palms. And now with the right hand, press the right hand down towards the earth. And we're going to reach the left arm up overhead. And then press the right hand down as you reach the left arm up. So we're sort of stretching in opposite directions. And then reverse. Bring the left hand down, right arm up. Pressing down, pressing up. Good, and then reach the arms down. Bring the arms out to the sides and press away. Lengthen the arms out in either direction. Good, and then release the arms down and shake the arms, shake the legs. And then step the feet together or just slightly apart and let the weight shift so we're balanced just in front of the heels. Lift up through the torso, shoulders up, back, and down. And then activate the arms. Slowly draw the arms out to the sides. Good, turn the palms up. And then bring the arms overhead, interlacing all but the index fingers. Squeeze the arms alongside the ears. Good, lift the torso up. Exhale, arch over to your right. Good, then lift the torso back to neutral. Lift and lengthen, and then arch to your left. Good, then lift the torso back to neutral, and then release the hands. Bring the open palms to the small of the back, and then reach the hips forward, lift the torso up, look up, arch back. Good, and then lift the torso back to neutral, fold forward from the hips as you slide the hands down the back of the legs. Pulling the torso in towards the thighs. Relax through the back of the neck. Unless you have uncontrolled high blood pressure or glaucoma, then keep the head at heart level or above. Relax the shoulders. And then bend the knees, slide the hands up to the hips, fold the elbows up, and then slowly lift the torso back up. And release the hands and just shake the arms, shake the legs. Let's do a balancing pose. We'll do eagle pose today. So take a block and place it outside of your right foot. And now let's shift the weight over the right leg. And then step that left foot over and place it on top of the block. And then reach the arms out to shoulder level. And as you exhale, bring the left elbow under the right and fold the arms together. Inhale, arms out to the sides. Exhale, left elbow under right. Just a few times with the breath. Exhale, arms interlaced. Inhale, arms out to the sides. And then interlace the arms and hold. If you can get the palms together, great. If not, you can bring the backs of the hands together. Good. And now bending both knees and tilt the torso forward. And now finding your drishti, find a stationary object at floor level or at eye level. And once you have your stability and balance, try lifting that foot off of the block. Garudasana, eagle pose. Good, and then release, untangle your arms and legs, and then shake, shake, shake. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. So bring the block outside your left foot, and then step the right foot over onto the block. Arms out to the sides, and now the right elbow under the left as you bring the arms together. Inhale, exhale, right elbow under left. Inhale. Good, and then right elbow under left and hold. And now let's bend the knees, tilt the torso forward, and then lift that foot off of the block as you gaze at your drishti. Noticing your breath. Often we stop breathing when we're in a balancing pose. Good, and then lift up and step out and release. Good, and then shake the arms, shake the legs. Good. So let's take both blocks as you're able, and if you have blocks, and we're step on the block with the forefront of the foot, so the balls of the feet. So the heels are hanging off the block, the back. And then lift the heels and then lower the heels a little bit below the height of the block. So this gives a very deep stretch to the Achilles and the calves. So high and then a little bit lower. Lift and lower. Good strengthening for the legs. And see if you can use great control here as well. Good, and then let's just hold with the heels below the height of the block just for a moment and feel this deep stretch in the back of the legs. Good, and then release, step off the blocks, and then move the blocks off to the side, and just come to the back of the mat in preparation for downward dog. So step the feet about hips width apart, standing at the back of your mat, and then raise the arms up and fold forward, placing the fingertips towards the mat, and then bending the knees so that you can tent your fingertips on the mat, and then very slowly walk the hands forward until you can bring the palms flush to the mat. Maybe lift the heels up and find your downward facing dog. So lifting up through the tailbone, stretching down through the heels, lengthening through the calves and the hamstrings and the spine. Downward dog. Good, and then slowly release the knees back to the earth. And then come down into position, lying face down on the mat. And now lengthen the legs out behind you as far as you can lengthen them back, and place the hands outside the shoulders, elbows in by the sides. And then slowly lift the torso up, lift the hands off the mat. And then exhale, bring the chin back down, arms back down. Good, again, inhale, lift the torso up, exhale down. And now this time as you lift up, engage the palms. So keep the palms on the mat, press the torso up, lifting up into a cobra pose. Feeling the wide open space in the chest, feeling the stretching in the belly. Nice long, easy breath. Good, and then slowly release the torso forward and down. Turn the head to one side and bring the arms down by the sides. And just melting, letting go. And then from here, let's roll over onto the back. And then take the hands on top of the knees and draw a big circle with the torso or with the legs. And then reverse direction. Good, and now lengthen the left leg out on the mat and squeeze that right knee up towards your chest. As you exhale, squeeze that knee a little closer. And now place that right foot on top of the left knee. Bring the left hand on top of the bent knee. Bring the right arm out to the side at shoulder level. And slowly guide that bent knee over to your left as you turn your head to the right. Good, and then release, draw that knee back up to neutral, and then lower the bent knee out to the right. Good, and then slide that right leg along the mat and just pause and rock the leg side to side, noticing the difference between the right and left legs, noting if the right leg feels a little longer. And now squeeze the left knee up to the chest. Just squeeze that knee up. And then place the left foot on top of the right knee, right hand on top of the bent knee, left arm out to the side, and then guide that knee over to your right as you look to your left. Good, and then lift that knee back to center, roll the bent knee out to the left and pause. And then slide the left leg along the mat in line with the right leg, and then just wiggle the legs and see if they feel a little more evenly in length. And then invite the body to stretch and move what would feel just right for you to complete your postures for today before we move into Shavasana for relaxation meditation. As you complete your postures and find your way into position for relaxation meditation, either seated or lying in Shavasana, feel the points of contact between your body and the earth. And as you exhale, feel the points of contact soften. The breath becomes slow and steady. And just let the mind unhinge, just being present to sensation. This is a time to just listen within, being present without judgment to sensations. through emotions. I'd like to share a reading. I don't know who the author is, but I first heard it in a talk from Tara Brach. It's about listening to the body. I am the pain in your head, the knot in your stomach, the unspoken grief in your smile. I am your high blood sugar, your elevated blood pressure, your fear of challenge, your lack of trust. I am your cold hands and feet, your agitation, and your fatigue. I am your shortness of breath, your fragile low back, the cramp in your neck. I am the pressure on your heart, the pain down your arm, your bloated abdomen, your constant hunger. I am where you hurt, the fear that persists. I am your symptoms, the causes of your concern, the signs of imbalance, your condition of dis-ease. You tend to disown me, suppress me, ignore me, inflate me, condemn me. I am not coming forth for myself, as I am not separate from all that is you. I come to garner your attention, to enjoin your embrace so I can reveal my secrets. I have only your best interests at heart as I seek health and wholeness by simply announcing myself. You usually want me to go away immediately, to disappear, to slink back into obscurity. You mostly are irritated or frightened and many times shocked by my arrival. You may medicate me in order to eradicate me. More times than not, I am only the most recent notes of a long symphony, the most evident branches of roots that have been challenged for seasons. So I implore you, I am a messenger with good news, as disturbing as I can be at times. I am waiting to guide you back to those tender places in yourself, the place where you can hold yourself with compassion and honesty. If you look beyond my appearance, you may find that I am a voice from your soul, calling to you from places deep within that seek your conscious alignment. I may ask you to alter your diet, get more sleep, exercise regularly, breathe more consciously. I might encourage you to see a vaster reality and worry less about the day-to-day fluctuations of life. I may ask you to explore the bonds and wounds of your relationships. I may remind you to be more generous and expansive, or to attend to protecting your heart from insult. I might have you laugh more, spend more time in nature, eat when you are hungry, and less when pain or bored. Spend time every day, if only for a few minutes, being still. Wherever I lead you, my hope is that you will realize that success will not be measured by my eradication, but by the shift in the internal landscape from which I emerge. I am your friend, not your enemy. I have no desire to bring pain and suffering into your life. I am simply tugging at your sleeve, too long immune to gentle nudges. I desire for you to allow me to speak to you in a way that enlivens your higher instincts for self-care. My charge is to energize you to listen to me with a sensitive ear and heart of a mother attending to her precious baby. You are a being so vast, so complex, with amazing capacities for self-regulation and healing. Let me be one of the harbingers that lead you to the mysterious core of your being, where insight and wisdom are naturally available when called upon with a sincere heart. From this place of deep listening and inner attunement, just invite your awareness to come back to the fingers, back to the toes. And invite the body to begin stretching and moving as though waking up for the first time today. And then finding your way back up to a seated position without disturbing your relaxation. And then sitting up nice and tall, just taking a deep breath and exhale, letting go. And then acknowledging yourself for taking this time to nurture yourself in body, mind, and spirit. And gratitude for our time together. Let's share in the ancient sound of peace and harmony, the sound of Om, by inhaling. Om, peace. Peace, Om. Namaste.
Thank you.